Hello, me again. We're back with another one. So obviously this is the Ubisoft Forward. This was streamed a few hours ago. We're watching the VOD, but this is my completely live streamed reaction to their showcase. I only know the obvious things, which is that there's going to be Star Wars, there's probably going to be Avatar, because I saw it on a website, there's probably going to be on their website, I'll preface. There's gonna be some Assassin's Creed. I don't know anything else. I don't really want to know anything else. Obviously there's Just Dance 2024, but I don't care about that. So the fact that this live stream is 2 hours long after getting through the post-show crap worries me. And that is still gameplay. Okay, wow, this is going to be a long one. Good job I've got another coffee. But let's just get straight in. This isn't going to watch itself. So there's a few things. I'm kind of a big Ubisoft fan. I really like Far Cry. I really like the older Assassin's Creed stuff. I haven't got a problem with the new ones. They just don't feel Assassin's Creedy to me. I'd love to see a Splinter Cell. Obviously Star Wars. Obviously Avatar. I'm hit and miss. I feel like I need to watch the second film again. But I think a game in that world, if it is under James Cameron's vision, would be incredible. So there's a few things here that I'm looking forward to. There's going to be a load of mobile games that I'm not going to care about. Hopefully they're not terrible. Not Assassin's Creed. Not Splinter Cell. God, my brain's gone. Rainbow Six Extraction Shooter. The co-op one that they did. Was it Extraction? That was really cool. I enjoyed a bit of that. I played a couple of hours of that. That was quite fun. Maybe there'll be something for that we can go back to. But how about we just jump straight in with some copyrighted Just Dance rubbish. You know what? If it is Just Dance, I'm not having it. Like it has a lot of support. Oh, we're dancing on stage now, are we? Excellent way to start the show. So Just Dance is an Olympic esport. What? I'll put the sound back on when there's something that isn't going to get the channel copyright straight. It's just not worth it. And it wouldn't be Ubisoft, it would be whoever owns the rights to the music. So, oh, you can even watch the dance competition on the 23rd of June. That's good. This is an excellent way to start a showcase. Although I do like Sail by AWOL Nation. That's a really cool song. I don't think that's what they're dancing to. I do like that song. I suppose you could dance to it. It's got a pretty decent beat. Not really dance music though, is it? I don't dance. Can you tell? Why are they starting with this? This should be pre-show stuff. This was done in front of a live audience as well. Wow. Okay. I'm not going to skip anything. We might not have the sound, but I'm not going to skip anything because we're doing this as if we watched this live at 6 o'clock or whenever it went live. So these people played Just Dance and they won a competition online and now they're dancing on the stage. They're obviously talented. They can obviously dance to the rhythm and make all the moves and whatever. But starting a showcase with this? Right, we're here. We're official. The sound's back. This is cool. I like the flags. With all the different games. Oh, Skull and Bones is going to be here as well. Oh, God. Does it have to be? That is not looking good, that game. This is obviously a Ubisoft game. 20th century? Star Wars? No, Navi. Avatar. Captured on PS5, mix of gameplay cutscenes and in-engine footage. Frontiers of Pandora, wasn't it? Looks pretty good. Like Avatar, both films, the second one in particular, but both films are visually stunning world-wise. Like the colours, everything about it is stunning. Well, the mechs look a bit rubbish.
They took everything from us. From me. I was trained in their ways, their technology.
Okay.
Their weapons.
Where's Jake Sully?
That a Navi should not know. And then one day, they left.
And I wonder,
is under attack.
They left, so this is after one.
All the Navi children.
But before they did, our teacher saved us and put us to sleep.
This is your only chance to survive.
And there I remained for 15 years. Until one day, I awoke.
So this is after Avatar 2 then?
And I was free.
Or around the time of Avatar 2? Or leading into Avatar 3? It looks alright, it looks
Free
colourful.
to explore my world.
It is a cool sandbox to play with, I think.
Free to decide who I was going to be. Free to discover
First and third
what
person?
I was meant to do.
Now you see what they kept you from. Your true home.
What is the game? Like, I get that this is gameplay, that's gameplay, and stuff. What are you doing? Is it the typical Ubisoft open world?
Now Pandora is under attack again.
Yeah,
Don't
so
let the Navi
this is
get in our
2.
way. Get rid of them.
And I have a choice to make. I choose to protect my home.
That's gonna make a big boom. So a mix of human and Navi weapons, which is cool. I'm getting a Far Cry Far Cry vibe. Did they say this was massive as well?
I was a child.
If this is
of the
massive
world.
entertainment, they're working on Avatar
I am no
and
longer.
Star Wars. That's kind of cool.
I am Navi.
It's live, okay. Okay, so there's potential there. There is a lot of potential there. Hey, Phil. Did we see him yesterday? Why are we getting shots of the crowd? We don't need shots of the crowd.
Hi there, everyone. I'm Jim Cameron, the creator of Avatar and
Hey, Jim.
Avatar: The Way of Water. In developing both of these films, I set out to imagine another world, a world as rich and complex as our own.
He does
And we
tell,
wanted the audience
or he
to
does
feel as though they were
create
really on
incredible
Pandora,
worlds.
to dream with their eyes wide open.
Don't know if he always
and
tells
to
incredible
explore this
stories.
world with our characters. And it's
The
always been our
Aliens,
vision to
Terminator,
embrace technology
the
to
early
allow us to
Terminators,
find new ways outside
Avatar.
the cinema to immerse
It's really
people
stunning
in this
films.
world.
Visually stunning
Our
films.
friends at Ubisoft share the same ambition, and the team at Massive have been pushing the boundaries of what's possible in games to bring a new corner of
Massive must
Pandora
be a
to
big
life.
studio, in-house studio.
So with Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, our creative team at Lightstorm has been able to share their insights with Massive's talented team,
Okay,
who are experts in creating living, open worlds.
that's true.
Together, we'll be able to bring players to the Western frontier with new environments, new flora and fauna, and new characters,
It's a whole
and
new
an
part of
original
Pandora.
story that coexists with the events of the Avatar films.
Films.
We can't wait for you to join this adventure, and we look forward to
Live
welcoming
service
you
movie
back
DLC.
to the world of Avatar once again.
I mean, he must have such a hard on for this idea. I'm not against it.
My name is Dieter Deenfeld, and as the game director, I'm proud to be representing the team behind Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora today, and excited to share a sneak peek of what we've been working on. In this all-new story, you'll set out on a journey of discovery to unravel the mysteries of your past, learn what it means to be Navi, and explore new parts of Pandora on land or together with your trusted Banshee in the air.
That's cool.
Our ambition is to create a playground where curiosity is rewarded. This tangible and highly immersive first-person experience will allow you to closely connect to a beautiful open world, touch and interact with it, using your size, your superhuman strength, and
Sounds
your
pretty
natural
cool.
agility to gain the upper hand. As the Navi say, Sivako, let's rise to the challenge on December 7th. Until then, we're
Okay.
delighted to show you a glimpse of
Dated.
this adventure. So prepare to lose
We've seen
yourselves
nothing
in
of
the
this.
beauty and the danger of the Western frontier.
Coming out in 6 months. Do Ubisoft do smaller showcases where they just focus on one game for like half an hour? Snowdrop engine is gorgeous though. See how it handles colour. Only Division 2 was colourful in places. Again, this is done on PS5, so it gives you an idea of what the console's going to look like.
Welcome to Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, a first-person action-adventure game that invites you to explore
It's
the
first
engaging
person.
world of Avatar in
Okay.
an immersive open-world experience.
But third person
I'm
on
Dina
like Halo
Dienfeldt,
then, when you're in a
game
vehicle or
director, and
an
I'm
animal.
excited to reveal what's waiting for you on Pandora.
It's
The story of our
person.
game begins when the RDA expands their operations to the western frontier. John Mercer, one of the leaders of the RDA,
I do
abducts you
absolutely
and other
love
Navi
the
children
human
from your
aesthetic.
home
It's so
to teach
Jim
you the
Cameron
ways of
sci-fi.
humans, hoping to
But
mold
it
you
looks, the
and
guns
turn you
look
against
amazing,
your
the
own
mechs look
people.
amazing, the bases
But
look
his
amazing,
plan
it's
is
so
interrupted
human.
by
That's
the
what I like
Battle of
about
the
Avatar the
Helluva
most, the
Mountains.
human
And
elements.
you are put into emergency cryosleep.
And then you wake up like Master Chief
When you
at the
awaken
start of Halo
15
CE.
years later, you are a stranger in your birthplace. Knowing the
On
dangers
an
posed by
unknown
the
open
RDA,
world.
you set out to take them down and look to secure the help of other Navi clans. Initially, you're perceived as an outsider, so
Okay.
you have to reconnect with your lost Navi heritage to gain
That's
their
the
trust.
training level.
On your adventure, you'll find your own path as
That's
you
mad.
discover what it means to be Navi. You'll explore new regions of Pandora, each with their own
Oh, that's
unique
pretty.
biomes. The Kinglor Forest is a lush rainforest brimming with life and dense vegetation in the shade of awe-inspiring floating mountains.
Does look good.
This is the home of the Aranahe, a clan of peaceful weavers who will guide you on your first hunt and on your first flight. The Aranahe will show you the way to the Rookery, where you can bond for life with your very own Ikram.
That's cool.
The Ikram is a devoted companion that you can name, feed, and customize. Experiment with acrobatics and feel a rush of adrenaline as you dive from the sky and explore the open world of Pandora from
Hear me
the
out.
air. If you travel
Anthem.
north, you'll get to the upper plains. An expansive grassland filled with contrasts and open views as far as the eye can see. The nomadic
It is
Seswa
stunning.
clan live here in symbiosis with gigantic beasts called Sakru. Earn the clan's trust, and they will teach you the art of riding dire horses. And further west, the mysterious clouded forest, where hidden in the mist, nothing is as it seems. Here lives the Kamatiri, a clan of healers with their own dark
No, I'm kind of liking
reasons
this
to
more than the
stay
film
hidden.
idea.
RDA operations are threatening the balance of Pandora. They build facilities of all sizes to exploit resources at any cost, spreading
Far Cry.
devastating pollution. In the process, animals are hurt and poached. You'll need to stop the RDA from ravaging your home. And when you are ready, you will take the fight to them.
They're building Far Cry.
As a child of two worlds, you can learn to master multiple combat styles. Your powerful instincts allow you to get an overview of the battlefield, mark your enemies, and identify weak points. Traditional
Far
Navi
Cry,
weapons are versatile
but a
and
more
precise.
natural fitting
You can use the
environment for
longbow
it.
to hit long-range targets, or the staff sling to set up traps. For a more explosive
That's
approach,
cool.
you can leverage your human training and go for the blast of an assault rifle, a shotgun, or go bigger with the occasional rocket launcher.
Yep.
On foot, you can also rely on your incredible strength to take down amp units. Above the clouds,
This
your
is kinda
Ikran
cool.
will help you in aerial combat against the RDA. Destroying RDA facilities will have a tangible impact on your world.
This is outside of the Avatar
With the
aesthetic. We've seen
pollution
all this
removed,
gameplay before.
Pandora heals.
Stunning.
You'll be able to harvest the best quality material again and craft better gear and weapons. You will also
Read that
find
too.
ingredients to cook and make meals to get stronger. As you keep discovering what it truly means
Oh,
to
like the
become
Monster
Navi,
Hunter buff
you'll
system.
improve your skills by connecting to Awa through the Tarshu plant and learn from the memories of your ancestors. Skill upgrades can improve many aspects of your character, such as your natural agility to move through the world,
That feels
your
very
stealth
natural for
approach
the
when
Avatar
hunting or
world.
fighting, or the handling of your weapons and mounts. Avatar:
kinda cool way of
Frontiers
doing
of
it.
Pandora is a captivating action-adventure game designed to maximize the power of new-gen consoles and PC. You will
Let's
be able
hope.
to play the full story campaign in single player, or with a friend online in two-player co-op.
Oh, that's
We
nice,
invite
but
you
only
to
two.
explore this world of wonder. Become Navi, and take down the RDA to protect Pandora.
It does look kind of cool. It does look kind of cool. The more I see of it, the more I think about it. What's going on the list? I mean, it's good that we're seeing all this because we needed to. If it's coming out in 6 months, that's impressive. Day one with Ubisoft Plus. Ubisoft Plus is their big thing. It's expensive though for what it is.
Chat. Let's get it, baby.
You have some fun with it.
Another gun.
Oh my,
They've started out with dancing, which I don't care about,
this feels great.
and then they've gone in with Avatar, which has pulled me in, and now we've got some sort of PvP focused.
You should do it.
Is it just their version of Call of Duty?
Gotta be gentle with the tap, on.
I also don't know who any of these people are, which says more about me than, you know, everything else. But
See? Gentle.
Yeah, now I'm losing flow right now.
That's a 5-piece.
oh, nice sidearm, the SOCOM.
Man, this game's great.
I made some critical damage. What about you?
I'm so excited about this game in general.
I mean, I love like the pacing of the game though. I think like it all just works. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't. X-Defiant. It doesn't do anything that exciting for me. Although that guy right there is Splinter Cell. The guy there with the lenses and the SOCOM.
Hello, everyone.
This is a hero shooter, isn't it?
My name is Mark Rubin, executive producer on X-Defiant. What you just saw was a collection of live clips and reactions from players streaming our game during our closed beta test in April. And we've been absolutely overwhelmed by the amazing response to our game from players all over the world.
It's good that they're enjoying it.
For us, community has really been the core of this game's development.
Good.
And we've had 28 public tests so far, with the recent closed
pretty
beta
impressive.
being the largest, and of course, the first with no NDA. And throughout all of these tests, we've
This is
done our
coming out
best
soon then, is
to
it?
listen and respond to the feedback of players. So thank you
Good.
so much to the more than 1.5 million players who have participated in those tests, and the countless creators and streamers who shared their footage and feedback about X-Defiant. Now,
I think
we're
I've
ready
heard of
to look
it. Did they
towards the
announce it last year?
We are currently planning on launching later this summer. But before we do that, we will be holding another test to address some of the feedback from the closed beta. This open session will be available
Ooh.
to everyone on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S from
It's
June
a stress test,
21st
isn't it?
to June 23rd. This is a short test, But we are
I'd test
opening it
it.
to everyone.
I'd be rubbish
to get
at
as
it,
much
but I'd
feedback
test
as
it.
possible on our new netcode, our controller tuning, and of course, to stress out the servers as much as possible.
Yeah, stress
So
test.
if you have not played X-Defiant yet, this is your chance. But
Maybe.
let's talk
Maybe.
about what's going to happen.
I'm
when
not
we
against it.
launch later
It
this
just
summer.
isn't for me.
We will start with a 6-week preseason that will have all of our launch content with 14 maps, 5
DedSec.
factions, 24 weapons, and much, much more. We then move into
This
our
is the thing that
year
Ubisoft do very well, because they have so many little
which is packed with
franchises and they've
some
built up
really
so many
exciting
games
content,
and
with 4
not
brand
universes,
new
but
meta-changing
different
factions,
franchises
each
of
with unique
smaller
characters and
repute. Like
skills,
all the Tom
12
Clancy
new
stuff is its
weapons,
own thing, but
and
it's all under the
12
same
new
umbrella.
maps.
But you
That's
can
one
pull
new map
all of these
every
things
month,
in.
all inspired
Splinter Cell.
by Ubisoft's
I know
amazing
DedSec is
world.
different. DedSec was Watch
I think
Dogs.
you may really be surprised.
But you've got
at
Rainbow
where we go.
Six. You've got
Year one is
Ghost
really gonna have
Recon.
a lot of great gameplay content.
You've got the Rainbow
all
Six
focused
Siege
on
as
creating
opposed
a
to
fun
the earlier
arcade
stuff.
FPS
There's so
experience.
many things that they
And
can
we
pull
are
into a game like
committed
this.
to
It's kind of cool.
staying true to our community.
And that
to
their mobile
strive to
games
make
try and do that.
X-Defiant the best place.
Still not a
to
Splinter
compete
Cell game.
and have fun.
But it's
Now,
cool that
it's
they
been
are still
quite
using
the
the
journey to
Echelon
get to
3,
this
Echelon 4 stuff.
So thank you again to all of the players that supported X-Defiant so far. And for everyone who
I'm not
hasn't yet
against
had
it.
the chance, we hope to see you in games soon. Thank you.
We'll see. I mean, it didn't look terrible. Yes. Please tell me that's a cutscene and not gameplay. That's a cutscene. Oh, I don't like this art style. Huh. I also don't get the music. I know this isn't gameplay, this is a trailer, but the messaging on this is weird. Show us the gameplay. The gameplay was gorgeous. I do like the design of the prince. They fly now? This trailer's terrible. This looks so much worse than the gameplay one they did at Summer Games Fest. If they'd have dropped that trailer at Summer Games Fest, I wouldn't have been interested. And that's the sad truth. There's so much mixed messaging with this music, the trailer.
About 30 years ago, in 1989, I discovered a great action-adventure game, both challenging my skills and respecting my cleverness. It was Prince of Persia. I am Muniradi, game director.
It has a
of
hell
Prince
of a
Persia,
legacy.
The Lost Crown.
Bigger than I know.
Time has come to open a new chapter and to journey in legendary Persia, in an era where the laws of mortals were ruled by the laws of gods. You are Sargon, a fearless sword prodigy, the youngest member of a squad of 7 elite warriors, the Immortals. One night, Prince Hassan, sole heir to the throne, is abducted and taken to her hostile and cursed land, Mount Kaf. You and your brothers in arms are sent on a rescue mission to save Prince Hassan.
Is it co-op?
However,
or is it just a select a hero?
You straight into the lion's den. And it is here that you, Sargon, and the whole kingdom must prepare to face the greatest threat of your lives. This is your story. In Mount Kaf, your destiny awaits.
Now that instantly looks better.
When entering Mount Kaf, your mission is clear. Find Prince Hassan and bring him back to Persepolis.
Well, this is gameplay.
However, Mount Kaf becomes a prison
That
full of
looks better than
hostile
what we just saw.
Now
Skeleton Warriors.
separated from your allies, you discover a grand citadel full of mysteries, where time flows differently.
You're cutting very quickly.
The past coexists with the future.
Cool.
In this
Very
cursed
cool.
land, exploration is everything. This is a semi-open world that delivers
That's a
new
weird
secrets
shot.
as you find
That's
new
better.
powers. But to reach new areas, you have to master your skills and your sense of timing. A trademark of Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
During this epic journey, you won't be the only one trapped in Mount Kaf.
What would you like to buy?
And blacksmith to the gods.
Weapon
Some
upgrades? New
dwellers
weapons?
are willing to help you, while others are more reluctant.
I love this gameplay though. It does look very pretty.
But Sargon is a swordsman like no other.
That's good, right?
He is a fierce warrior, known for being elusive, ruthless, and extremely skillful on the battlefield.
That's cool. I thought that might be gameplay, finishes and things.
Fueled by anger, he constantly puts his life on the line to perform devastating attacks.
I like this. I'm not so sure about that.
Time powers are back.
Nice.
But this time,
What the hell was that?
not only in your hands. To face such a challenge, master a new side of his time powers.
Oh,
and
that's
defy
cool.
gravity.
That's cool. I like that.
By combining
They've added that
all
in
these
Halo
skills
for some
together,
reason.
you can express your creativity
Makes more sense here.
to solve Mount Kaf's
Oh
mysteries
wow, these, like, can we focus on the
and
game
execute
instead of the
brutal
stage,
combos
please?
in epic combats.
Or will you release this footage? Because this footage looks incredible. And then he obviously powers up and he gets a special, like, finisher or power move or something. I think that looks really cool. I think the opening trailer was hideous. But I'm glad they showed actual gameplay that
And
looked like what we saw.
That's just a glimpse of what Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is all about.
I like it. It's going on
I'd
the
like
list.
to thank Matrix, who composed
Again,
the
it's already on the
in-game
list,
music
but-
you are just listening to. And of course, my fantastic team at Ubisoft Montpellier.
I didn't notice the music,
Cannot wait for you
so I think the
to
music
get your
was
hands
better
on
in the
game.
gameplay than the trailer as well.
Releases
Because the
on
trailer music's
January
odd.
18, 2024 on all platforms. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the show.
Nice. That was cool. Good show. Good show. Good showcase. Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. Oh, Blood Dragon, eh?
Hi. My name is Adi Shankar. I'm a TV and movie producer. You may know me from the Castlevania animated series
He's
on
going
Netflix.
for it. Didn't he do Critical Role as well?
One of my fan fiction shorts on YouTube. 7 years ago, I got a call from Ubisoft offering me the opportunity to adapt one of their very serious franchises into an anime. But instead, I came back to them with a crazy concept inspired by the mood of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Cool mood. 80s action vibe.
this concept used Ubisoft's vast library of characters and remixed them into one delirious anime series that would become this love letter to the 90s. Or at least how I remember the 90s. And to my absolute surprise,
this is going to get claimed.
Ubisoft said no.
Okay, that's good. It's a good start for copywriting. Say this is a game. Please say this is a game. I'm into it if it's a game.
Just
if it's
kidding.
anime,
They
I'm
said
not.
yes.
Bollocks.
That's why I'm up here. Come on. This is the story of how the first anime series by Ubisoft was born. Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. This
may need to go.
Many things. It's violent. It's a dystopian fiction in the spirit of the works of Aldous Huxley. It's a spoof. It's a satire. It's dark comedy.
It's Blood
It's
Dragon.
a love story. And as a descendant of Indian mystics, I can tell you it's the most philosophically conscious show you've watched in a long time. The series was picked up by Netflix. It was animated by
maybe
the
it won't get
renegade
claimed.
genius pirates at Bobby Pill's studio. And today, I'm very happy to announce that barring an apocalypse, which may happen, it will be released worldwide later this year.
That's... yeah? We haven't got anything to get excited about yet, though.
That's not all. I'm even more excited to share with you an action-packed, Easter egg-filled teaser trailer right now.
We'll watch this. On the playback, this will probably have to get stripped out. I mean, some of the animation look great, some of it I could take a leave, but it's an animated show, it's not really my thing. But it might be fun. The Division Resurgence. I like Division games. Oh, no. No, sorry, no. Nah. That is gonna get... Is that Claudia Winkleman? That was really weird. This is a mobile game, right? I think Resurgence was the mobile game. As much as I like Block Party, it would get the channel shut down. This looks like a mobile game. It's not a rhythm shooter in the Division world, is it? Should really play Division 2 again. I think I've got it. I do. Yes, I don't want to play it with, that's the only issue. Games like this, you need to have a squad with you. Is it a mobile game? Because this obviously isn't gameplay. And I know that they're working on a Division mobile game, because Ubisoft love mobile games. And it kind of is just playing like the Division. So, what makes it special? Yes, it is. I'd rather play on console with a controller. It doesn't look bad. It looks like a mobile game. Is it done? Oh, gold guns. This is the first one of these showcases I've had to meet the sound. I've had to do it twice already. Not even talking about it.
Hey everyone, it's an honor for us to be here with you today. We're home free, and this is our song Skull and Bones.
Do I need to mute this as well? fucking have to, and it's not worth the risk. Oh, that's a real shame. So they're going to talk about Skull and Bones, though. Alright, how are we feeling so far with the mobile game that we've seen? Avatar looks good. Prince of Persia, the actual gameplay looked really cool. Skull and Bones is looking slightly better than I thought it was, although it's probably all CGI. Like, we knew Avatar was going to be there. We're still waiting on Assassin's Creed, which they'll probably have a huge chunk for, because there's about 8 Assassin's Creed games in... Alright, bike, calm down. And there's about 8 Assassin's Creed games in production. Song available, yeah, it was probably good to mute this as well. Oh, this is really awkward. You want people to co-stream these things, and then you slap a load of copyright stuff in. Yeah, this isn't the best. Like, as a presentation for a live audience, it's probably really good. But as a co-stream experience, and I'm not good at these. I haven't done many of them, but this is really the first year where we've done a chunk. But I can already tell this is just a bit not good. We're kind of holding out for Star Wars now, aren't we? I really hope Skull and Bones is good. I really, really do hope that it delivers on the Assassin's Creed Black Flag pirate game idea. I don't think it is. I'd love it to. Absolutely. But I just do not see it happening. What's it been in development for like 7-8 years? Something like that? Hey, Dogmeat, nice to see you. Oh, another closed beta that they've done. The third one in this year, I think they've done. I think it's an open world co-op game. A bit like Sea of Thieves more than anything else. Anno 1800. Or on a Vengeance event. This music's gonna get claimed as well. Jesus. Yeah, I think it's more like an open world Sea of Thieves by Ubisoft game. Mario & Rabbids, new DLC. They're massive games. Is that a little bit Jet Set Radio? Chief in... Right, I'm going to have to play Brawlhalla now just because I put Master Chief in it. And Arby. Right, what the actual fuck? Oh, Rocksmith Plus, nice. Okay, so the Xbox Showcase has no Halo at all, despite the absolute shit show that is going on with the studio, and the lack of information, and the lack of just any news about Season 4. We've had a little bit, but... And then Chief and Arbiter show up in the Ubisoft Showcase. We can't even get Arbiter in Halo Infinite. Licensing is going to murder that game. Rayman DLC. We need another Rayman game. Rayman was fun. Rayman was good. You playing Black Flag now? Yeah, Black Flag is great. I never finished it. I kind of got to the point where I just discovered pirating and piracy, and that's all I did. It's probably my favourite Assassin's Creed game is Black Flag. The Crew Motorfest. This is another song that's just... Jesus Christ. It's alright, we'll just cut all this out. Not actual gameplay. This is the problem I am. Just so there'll be some talking about this. This is the problem with games like The Crew. Maybe not Project Gotham Racing, because that is a very different thing and that looks its own thing. But when you've got, I mean, this again, not actual gameplay. But when you've got games like this that are basically Forza Horizon, and you put them against a Forza Horizon, Forza Horizon not only looks better, but plays better, it feels better. And I'm not saying that there shouldn't be competition in the market. I'm not saying that you shouldn't make racing games like this, that you shouldn't try and iterate on what someone else is doing. But I suppose there's F1 cars. There's F1 cars in Forza though, I think. But I look at a racing game and I think, I'll just play Forza. And this looks like Forza Horizon. No date. No actual game footage, no date. Although, are we going to get something here?
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. 5 years ago, the Crew 2 took off. Now,
I don't like this.
month, millions of
They're sponsored by music and promoting when it's available and where it's available.
Enjoying, playing,
I don't like that for a game showcase.
eager to see what's next. I am Stéphane Bellet, creative director of the Crew.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, applause, yeah.
Today, at last, it is my pleasure to introduce the future of the Crew, Motorfest, our own new take on the action driving genre, a celebration for car lovers to share and experience car culture fantasy on the beautiful island of Oahu in Hawaii. No matter how you enjoy cars and driving, on your own or with your crew, Motorfest has something for everyone.
There'll be people who play this. There'll be people who enjoy this.
To a medley of high-octane experiences. You choose how you like
Is that
to have fun
track?
with your cars. This
Is that a track that does a loop? Forza doesn't have that, I don't think.
Playlists are truly at the heart of Motorfest. Want to immerse
I'm over the
yourself
mute
in
button.
the most exciting worlds of car culture? Yeah. Dive into the legacy of the world's most influential automakers.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Hey, it doesn't look terrible. I'm not saying that it looks bad at all. Well, I like the neon streaks
Light
though.
up the night
That's a
street
cool
racing
vibe.
scene, Japanese style.
That's cool. That is very cool. I really want another Need for Speed Underground game. Underground 2 was the best racing game I've ever played.
Unleash
And I don't
the
like racing
cutting-edge
games, and I
power
love that game.
of electric
Spent so many hours on it.
supercars. And this is
The
just
camera
a
work
taste.
on this show is
For
weird.
the first time ever, we
Like,
leave
the camera seems to constantly have to be moving.
Our festival has landed in
And like
one of
the
most
Prince of Persia bit, where it was
breathtaking
zooming
and
right in
vibrant
with the
places on
gameplay on the background all distorted and
Oahu.
blurred, and it,
Let's find out why Oahu
it's a little weird.
is the perfect playground for driving fun. Race through the city street of Honolulu.
It's set in Hawaii as well.
Travel
Hawaii's
up.
beautiful.
Black ash covered slopes. Adventure deep into
The lighting's
lush
nice.
rainforests. Or cruise the dunes at
I
sunset.
do like
your
beach
friends.
racing. There was a level in
Opportunities
Forza
for fun
4.
and challenges
I had you
are
racing down the beach.
endless.
So nice.
A unique playground like this calls for a profusion of vehicles. Choose and customize your ride.
Yeah,
with
very
one
standard.
of the most diverse lineups ever. From past, present, and future. Recognize the latest
Okay.
from Lamborghini? I think so, yeah, I know. You
No,
are as thrilled
I just
as
know it's a
am
Lamborghini.
to get behind the wheel of this beauty.
He's really trying to sell this.
Some of you have
I'm
spent
the
a
wrong
lot
audience,
of
dude.
energy building the perfect vehicle collection in The Crew 2. In a few weeks, you will be able to import your vehicle collection into The Crew Motorfest for free. Thanks.
That's quite a cool thing. Bringing in an existing car collection from another
stay tuned
game.
for more news about the collection import and our complete festival program later this month during our summer showcase.
They're having another show.
Since the beginning of the year,
How many showcases
thousands
happen?
of players have tested the game and
The Ubisoft do them every month?
priceless feedback through the Insider program. Join the party, register now for a closed beta, and share with the world your experience in July. From the
He's
entire
announced it for
team
July.
at Ubisoft Ivory Tower, mahalo, thank you, welcome to Motorfest, enjoy the ride.
Sure. Yeah. I won't play it. But sure. This is in-engine 4K footage. So this is more what it'll look like. Actually looks pretty good. The neon's beautiful. Music. Why are you doing this to me, Ubisoft? I'm too tired to be constantly muting this. Ah. This is going to be the most fragmented VOD ever. Okay, Carfest, or not Carfest, Motorfest. Carfest is something, but Motorfest, yeah, fair enough. It'll be for an audience. There'll be people that really want to play it. Am I going to get... Now I'm thinking I'm going to get hit for everything. Whenever music plays, I'm thinking Ubisoft are just going to copyright it. The lighting is the best thing about it. The neon streets are beautiful. The reflections are very good. The sort of sunlight and when branching through the trees and the bit in the rainforest and on the beach. That looks really cool. Oh, it's out in September. Or you can buy a super fancy edition and get it 3 days early. On everything. It's on PS4, but it's not on Xbox One. Oh, okay. Assassin's Creed VR game. Interesting idea. Again, it would probably make me feel sick. Assassin's Creed 3 era. No. Every era. Ezio Auditore. That would make my head spin. Nice. Oh, I love the double hidden blade. It's a niche that they don't have anything in. I could see it having a fan base. It's not enough to make me want to buy VR. I don't want VR anyway, to be honest. But age is 13 plus. I didn't know there was an age limit on it.
Hi everyone. I hope
So
you
what have we
enjoyed
got?
that first look at this exciting new way to play
Live
Assassin's
service Assassin's Creed
Creed.
VR game.
Coming Quest this holiday, Assassin's Creed Nexus will push the boundaries of VR and let you become the assassin. You will feel what it means
We
to
didn't get any.
parkour, fight,
We didn't
and
get
be
anything
stealthy
about Skull and Bones, did we?
in
They
new
just played
memories
some
from
music.
3 legendary assassins.
Maybe Skull and
Ezio,
Bones isn't here.
Cassandra, and Connor. I cannot
Connor's
wait
terrible.
to see our players feel the thrill of virtual reality in the Assassin's Creed universe. But there is more.
Why
Nexus
Connor?
is not the only game
'Cause he
that
has a
offers
bow?
new ways to play Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Codename Jade is our first open-world RPG game on mobile. It will take you to ancient
Jade's the
China
mobile one.
in a time of intrigue and conspiracy.
Here's the crazy thing, right? People have been saying, we need Assassin's Creed in China for a decade, if not longer.
Anywhere, anytime.
And they're doing it for a mobile.
I am glad to announce that you can register now for the upcoming beta. Here's a glimpse of what you can expect.
I just don't play mobile games. And that's snobbery from my part of view, because
it's honoring those
it's
that came
bigger
before
business
us.
than consoles.
Learning from their
massive
triumphs
business. The loot boxes in them make companies millions every year.
to illuminate and hold their stories to
That's
the light.
cool. The Assassin's Creed symbol in the
all to
dragon.
see.
That was cool.
That inheritance of knowledge helps to guide and shape our future.
This is a terracotta
Now
armor,
it's
right?
your turn to build on those foundations and rise to even greater heights. To step out of the shadows and into a vast world. To make your own legacy.
Work in progress does not represent final product. That's more like it. Again, for a mobile game, it doesn't look bad. I don't see the fascination with playing. Not when you can have something like Game Pass Cloud on a phone, and you can sit there and turn it into a Switch and play any of
We've all
Xbox's
been waiting
games
for this moment.
for the
Assassin's Creed
$10.99, $12.99,
Mirage is
whatever
a very special game.
Ultimate is.
Designed as an homage to the first titles of the series that many of us
I could play Doom Eternal on my
Coming October
phone.
12th, Assassin's Creed Mirage takes the franchise back to its roots. Sarah, our narrative director for the game, will come on stage to tell you
Mirage
more
looks
about
good,
Basim
though.
and his journey.
Do like the look of this.
Before that, let's watch our story trailer.
Oh, are we going to get another character reveal? We're going to get more Soraya's beautiful voice. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Don't think.
That's a cool little twist. Music, don't do this. Oh, creepy.
Fulath, tell Basim the story of the feather.
Our tradition of
Don't
the
make
feather
me collect
comes
400
from
feathers. I refuse.
The feathers of the heron were dipped in the blood of the targets. The feathers forge our paths, remind us of who we are.
Does look cool.
We can be.
The Order has held dominion over men and their empires for centuries. Strike quickly and end this.
Swallow your questions.
He's in a novice suit.
Who is she to tell you when to strike?
So is there going to be another
Everything you do serves the hidden ones.
clothing system, like armor
That is a
system?
strange kind of freedom.
It does look very pretty. Again, this is going to have to get cut because of the music.
Best to walk the shadows broken. Pour your pain into the Brotherhood.
It does look good. It looks like proper Assassin's Creed when it was really good.
And not the final judges.
Even the combat looks like a revamped version of Assassin's Creed 1, and that is a really, really good thing, because that's where the series needs to go back to. That's kind of terrifying. But it needed hidden blades, it needed... Theoretically, this is one-hit kill assassinations and sneak attacks. That's what it needs. And I do like the prince costume. Mirage is looking good. I can see myself looking to pick that up at some point.
What does it mean to be free?
The only problem is I have Valhalla.
In the quest for freedom
I spent
and
about
justice, the
3 hours on it, and I've not gone back to it.
How can you find your path and fulfill your destiny when you don't know who you really are? As he grows from street thief to master assassin, Basim thinks he has found a sense of purpose as a hidden one, working in the dark to serve the light. But his nightmarish visions keep haunting him, leading to more questions
so he has visions
with
as
no
well.
answer. In Baghdad, seeking the truth comes with a price.
That is a cool character
The
art.
capital of the Abbasid Empire. One of the richest, most diverse and most advanced cities in the world is at a turning point of its history. Unrest is growing, seeding a revolution against corruption and arbitrary justice, an uprising that will turn the tides of history and change the lives of everyone. Childhood friends,
Don't
fellow
actually know
hidden
what happened
ones,
in this
as well
time
as
frame.
newly formed allies and enemies will shape Basim's adventure. But his horrific visions are the face of a struggle that he can only handle alone. There is a lot to look forward to in Assassin's Creed Mirage, and the best way to make you understand our unique back-to-the-roots experience is to show you the game.
Good.
In the following gameplay walkthrough, we meet Basim right after the assassination of his first main target, as he reports back to Roshan in Harbiya's assassin bureau. Enjoy.
Okay, so we're going to see a full mission, maybe. Captured in 4K, edited for time. Ostrich riding? Canoes are back, obviously. So this is work in progress footage. Game is not finalized yet, despite coming out in 4 months. Does it do that every time you do something?
Get back here, dog! You hear that, nutbag?
Start the fight, you worm!
It reminds me of the original.
You're dead!
Is this gameplay? Does it shift focus when you do stuff like that to make it more cinematic? Because that's kind of off-putting. And home.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I am glad you are safe.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh, they
a
keep
first of
the
many
feathers.
achievements to come, Basim.
We should only hope. There's still much work to do.
She has cool armor.
While our focus was on Al Ghul, Fulaf quietly scouted the city for where we could erect more bureaus.
I could
I
listen
have
to her
found
voice
dwellings
forever.
in 3 districts that are most unassuming. Abid and Rebecca have arrived from Alamut and set off to Al Abyssiya and Kar.
We saw Fallout in the last trailer.
I will make my way to Sharqiya shortly.
Can't remember when that was.
Rebecca in Kar.
But he seems pretty cool. He's like the historian of the hidden ones.
See Abu Ja'far about some things he's been working on. Then come find us.
It's always business with these guys.
Have a look, Basim. I may have something that is of interest to you.
Ooh, tools. Loadout, torch.
Resourceful as always. My thanks, Abu Ja'far.
You gonna show us the tools? Contract boards is a nice touch. Wait, I don't think this is a new thing. Why are there so many Rewards. Is there like a crafting system in this? You can tell I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game for a while. I don't even remember Odyssey.
This is the place. What do you see, Enkidu?
That's cool.
Let us reconsider the approach.
So it forces you to do other things. That's quite cool. The UI looks very similar to Assassin's Creed. How did they not see anything?
Act as usual.
That guard who likes me said she and Ali's followers are trying to overthrow the prince.
What
Is that not weird?
They will surely fail.
But blending into crowds is cool. I missed that. It's been a long time since I played an Assassin's Creed game. Right, tools. What have we got? I'm not going to pause it.
What? She got the bastards.
What? Oh, chests. One hit sneak kills. Yes, that's what we want. It's what Assassin's Creed is about. Actually using the hidden blade. Right, so we got throw darts. We had a torch. Bombs. What? Fire, like a banger or something.
Die now.
Throwing knives, yeah. So was that like a feat or something where when you get discovered you can throw a knife to kill straight away? I'm liking this one-hit kill thing. That's how it should always have been.
The sky is safe, my friend.
You're an
Survey
absolute...
the area, Enkidu.
That's cool. You're an absolute badass and you stealth your way through and no one can stop you, but when you get discovered, you've got no chance. You just get swarmed and you just got to run away and escape. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be you're attacking a fort and you've hit them with a sneak attack and they've still got 3/4 of the health left. That's not fun. Do it. Just do it. Oh, the Splinter Cell conviction marking system. What?
What I wish to know.
Is that playing with time? That's weird, but cool. Okay, so the guy, the target, the captain, has what looks like a status bar over his health. Why didn't that detonate? I really hope that isn't in the game.
Thank you so much.
It is a cool marking system. Oh, parry and then straight away kill. That's cool. And then a smoke bomb.
Come on.
I don't like that. If that is, because they said this was gameplay. If it stops every time you escape or do a trap or throw something at someone and it focuses on the enemy, that just pulls me out of what I'm doing. I really hope it doesn't actually do that, or if it does, you can turn that off in the settings. I don't care what the enemy's doing, I only care what I'm doing to get away. On the whole, the assassinations look good. The actual style and the way of moving around and not having to, well, not using the eagle all the time because there's archers is really cool. 1-hit kill, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking really good. Really, really good. Just lose the cinematic stuff. It's looking really, really good.
Hello, everyone. So first, I want to start by saying thank you
Oh, it's
to
used.
all gamers all around the world. It's thanks to you that we are here today.
I think it's time for coffee. It's gone midnight here.
You are at the heart of everything we do.
There's an after show?
And to all Ubisoft teams
Yeah, the quick response stuff
around
does
the
seem
world
pretty
as
cool.
well,
I like that if
I
someone,
would
it's
like
probably
to
a
say
skill.
a big thank
I
you.
really like that if somebody sees you, you just throw a knife to take them out. And the enemies don't have ridiculous health pools. That was always annoying.
Your talent and passion are at the foundation of this fantastic lineup. So I hope you are all excited to explore the amazing playgrounds you have seen today. At Ubisoft, we are creators of worlds. We are also
I agree
proud
with
to
that.
partner with some of the biggest names in entertainment to create original stories in beloved
That's the
universes.
backdrop of
Now, I'm
Mirage,
very
isn't
happy
it?
to welcome Julian from Ubisoft Massive to give you a first look at Star Wars Outlook and gameplay. So thank you.
Please be
Julian?
good. Like, the gameplay is massive. Please be good. We need a good Star Wars game, like a proper adventure Star Wars game.
Calm down. Do you want to see gameplay or not? All right. Let's get over the speech and let's get to the gameplay. Star Wars Outlaws takes place in a time of great civil unrest across the galaxy.
Yep. Between episode
For
5 and
some,
6.
This is a time of turmoil. For Outlaws, this is a time of opportunity. As a cunning thief, Kay Vess and her companion Nyx fight
There's
for
Nyx,
survival
okay.
every single day, relying
Which is
on
cool.
their skills and
I love this for
resourcefulness
Star
to get
Wars.
by.
I love this
As
idea
they
as a game.
struggle to make
You're just
ends
an unknown character,
Kay and
nothing
Nyx
to do with the Rebel Alliance.
dream of the day that they will finally be free. But while seeking this freedom, Kay unexpectedly becomes one of the galaxy's most wanted.
Oh, okay.
So to free herself from the bounty that follows her, Kay will need to pull off one of the greatest heists
So this is
the
between
Outer
films.
Rim
You
has
could have
ever seen.
all of the bounty hunters in it.
As they navigate the underworld, caught between criminal syndicates and vicious, ruthless villains, Kay and Nyx will
Nice.
manage their
Yeah,
reputation
I like it.
by taking on risky contracts and navigating complex relationships, all whilst avoiding
Ooh.
oppressive imperial rule. Kay and Nyx's journey will take them across the galaxy through
That's a cool
stunning,
shot.
very
Really like that
open
shot.
world locations and the wilds of space. One of these locations is Tashara, a moon that features windswept savanna and amberine canyons. Carved into Tashara's striking landscape, the city of Miragana serves as a central hive of
I like
scum
it's not
and
Tatooine.
villainy. Kay and Nyx
We don't
will
need
encounter
Tatooine.
several
We
criminal
just don't need it.
syndicates that learn that everything is measured in the value of influence, reputation, or cold, hard credits.
So is there a reputation
This
system in this game
presents an
then?
abundance of opportunities and dangers for a young, ambitious scoundrel like Kay. On behalf of Massive in Sweden, along with Ubisoft Annecy, Barcelona, Bucharest, Chengdu, Milan, Montpellier, Paris, Shanghai, Toronto, and our amazing team at Lucasfilm Games, it's our privilege to present to you this
If they're all
first
working
ever
on
look
this, that's a
at Star
lot of
Wars
studios.
Outlaws gameplay.
Okay, let's go. Please don't disappoint. Just roll the gameplay, dude.
If you're willing to take the risk,
Sick of
the
seeing your stupid
galaxy
trousers.
is full of opportunity. Thank you.
I like the Snowdrop engine for what they do. Massive have got the best out of it. I think that's why Ubisoft acquired them, for the engine. So the music's there. Work in progress does not represent final quality, but this is gameplay. It's a cat. It's a Star Wars cat.
Good boy.
I want that fighter stripped for parts by tomorrow.
On it.
All right, Nix. Let's go get paid.
Does it?
That worked.
And it doesn't. The environments don't, but the character models have like this sort of stop motion-y look to them.
Now, but what stops them from stabbing us in the back?
Nix.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Hit that button. Nice one.
That's very cool.
Hang on tight, little buddy.
I'm kind of getting the 1313 vibes, which is a good thing. Obviously, you're not playing as a bounty hunter, but
Hey, I was just leaving. Okay,
quick
okay,
draw.
we'll figure this out.
The guns have a heat system, so they can overheat.
Oh, shield.
Different fire modes. It's quite a clean UI.
Hey, Nick. Catch.
The radar and the like where the enemies pop up remind me of
This is getting bad.
Far Cry. So this is also footage from the showcase. I think it might be worth seeing if there's a 4K trailer out there, because this is just 1080p.
Dink Ferrick.
It does. It feels Star Wars though. Oh, grappling hook. If it's got a grappling hook, you've got me.
I think that went pretty well, right?
It doesn't seem massively smooth. Obviously, this is work in progress, so I'm not judging it too much on how it all runs, because it will be smoothed out.
Hang on.
I am liking this. Jump on a speeder bike and just go. You can. It looks like you can slow down time. Okay, interesting. And mark targets. That's kind of cool.
That was close. ND5?
I'm loving
I got
the world,
package.
though.
Where are you?
Waiting for you in Jauntus Hope. Were you seen?
I said I got it. What else matters?
It's a very sleek UI.
You won't be working for the Pikes anytime soon.
Well, they'll probably forgive me.
Comforting.
There's Jauntus Hope. We made it, Nix.
This is the kind of Star Wars game that I've been crying out for a long time. Because I don't like... You've never heard this from me at all. I don't love Fallen Order. I haven't played Survivor, but because it's that Dark Souls style game, I'm probably not going to love it as much as I should do. But an open world, exploration, adventure-based game, action-adventure-based game, is right up my street.
Hey, Andy.
You're late, Kay. Doc is waiting.
What? Are you worried?
No.
It doesn't look bad.
Okay.
No, but
It has a lot of promise, visually.
Be careful. Danka's a broker, not a friend. She can't be trusted.
Who can out here?
We need to do a
See you
proper
back
deep
at the
dive on
ship.
this.
Round 2 and I still like my odds. K-Vess. Back already? I told you she's fresh, but she's good.
Who's this?
Empire?
Just a friend. Join us.
Job was more complicated
Is this
than you
the
said, Danka.
quest giver?
You lived. Hey, these aren't toys. They're investments.
So inadvertently working with the Empire.
Wait. We haven't met.
Don't really know many of you.
Stealing illegal contraband, running with syndicates. I could say you're a threat to the Empire. But I won't have to, if you're smart.
Okay, choices. I like it.
Thanks, but I'm smart enough to get myself out of trouble.
You pay the tax just like everyone else.
Whoa, kid, let's just relax.
She's quick on the
You
draw.
won't make it off to Shara alive.
Maybe.
I'm kind of digging this.
All troopers, we have reports of a fugitive in Jaunter's Hope.
Oh, well done.
That Imperial announcement wouldn't be about you, would it?
Could be.
That was weird.
I told you not to trust her.
Not the first time we've outrun the Empire.
Droids, so there are droids. Of course the droids, it's Star Wars, but we didn't see any in the last trailer. Workbench.
We need to leave.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's the Starfield approach, where you don't... Oh, maybe you do. You do break atmosphere. Oh, that's impressive. But there was a galaxy map. But like one of the things I wasn't sure about was the space side of things. So you break atmosphere.
Nothing on the sensors yet.
To shower system, shower orbit.
Anybody on the sensors now?
So you've got shields, you've got looks like a repair function, you've got missiles, and you've got
feel inclined to remind
the
you
quad
that we should
turrets,
shake the Empire.
hyperdrive on the
Thanks,
D-pad,
I'm working on it.
target lock, maybe? Maybe for the missiles. That was a boost. Where did the boost come from? Must be on the trigger somewhere, maybe.
ND, get us out of here.
Spooling hyperdrive.
That's cool.
Let's jump.
Okay. I'm liking it. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
We made it.
Akiva orbit, the broker. Quest completed. I like the UI. Oh, it looks furry there. It didn't look furry in the bar.
Got your new toy.
Why are you feeding it to him?
So, where do we go next?
Anywhere we want.
I'm really liking this. It does look like there's a quick draw. I was about to say that. Looks like there's a quick draw mechanic. Is it... Dare I say it? Is it Red Dead 2 in space? I think this looks insane. I think this is the Star Wars game. Oh, we're going to be doing so well. 2024 makes sense. We're going to be doing so well. Starfield, and then this in 2024, an actual Star Wars game that I want to play. That looks so good. I need to see the video again from, like, instead of the live streamed one, just the proper pre-recorded that's all fully upscaled, everything, and properly processed. But I have questions about the early bit, about the let's just mute you guys. I have questions about, like, the facial look of the characters, certainly in the earlier part of the trailer, but I got used to it. Maybe it's just the art style that they've chosen. The background and everything, that's cool. They got everyone on stage. The backgrounds and everything. So that's what the extra bit is. It's an after show. The backgrounds look cool. The droids look cool. The sound effects were perfect. The music was perfect. The UI looked pretty nice. Yeah, this looks like it's the Star Wars game that fulfills the Star Wars idea of a modern action-adventure that we've been crying out, single player as well, that we've been crying out for a decade. How long has it been since 1313 was canned? EA just haven't been able to do a a proper single-player adventure game. They've done the Souls-like stuff with Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, and that has a lot of fans, and a lot of people loved it, and they are visually stunning games. But just an open world exploration adventure game, that's not them. The RPG elements, the conversations, the dialogue tree, the way that you interacted with characters, with the world, quick draw looked really cool. And I also love the fact that it's you're like a smuggler or outlaw, but you're a smuggler. You're not linked to anyone. You're just on the run. You're basically doing what Han Solo was doing before A New Hope, which is really cool.
In Star Wars Outlaws, Kay Vess is a thief. She's a scoundrel. She's really good at sneaking around. You know, she's charming and she'll like talk to you, but she's already taking all your things. She isn't perfect at it, but she always seems to get away with it.
Kay really finds herself in a bit of a jam. You know, she's got a bounty on her back and is trying to find work. That's when she starts to really realize,
which is a really cool idea.
Like this underworld business, I kind of like this world, and she's trying to thrive on it.
She has to survive because nobody else will save her unless it's her. The only person
so is
that
the
she
droid
has is her companion Nick.
They're not like your companion?
Human, but that is the closest thing she has to
because you're always going to have Nix.
Something in the world.
I also think that Nix, in a lot of ways, is kind of an extension of Kay, both in gameplay sense.
And I like that you can
send
it off to do stuff, distract enemies, turn on switches. Possible. That's really cool.
And
adds an extra element of gameplay.
It's also a way for Kay to kind of sense when something's off or see an opportunity or that kind of thing. Really, they're completely connected.
I love that relationship. I'm so excited for people to meet Nix because they're going to fall in love with him too.
It's a really cool character. It is a Star Wars character. It's a really cool model.
Between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, so it's the civil war between the rebellion.
It's a perfect place to set a game like this.
That has actually created this pocket of opportunity for syndicates and criminal organizations to rise up in that space. We've got the Pikes, we've got the Hutts.
So the other great thing about this is
for this game called
in this time frame.
And one of the phrases
you've got all of these smaller underground, like underworld things going on. The criminal gangs are squabbling and fighting stuff, and then all of a sudden, the Empire's gone. There's no law in the galaxy,
and there's no.
And then they uprise, and that's where you see the Mandalorian stuff.
even when there's fear underneath it,
But you
she'll
could
never let you
pivot
see it.
into
Not
the
really.
underworld with
For a
this so well because you don't have to link it
story,
into
you know,
any
you really
existing
have to ask
characters. You can have them in
yourself,
there
when
if
is
they
enough
fit,
enough?
but
How far is
you don't
Kay
need a Han
willing
Solo,
to
you don't
go
need a Lando
to
Calrissian, you don't need Luke, you don't need
Those are
Leia, you don't need
questions you can
C-3PO,
tackle
R2-D2,
through the
Chewie.
whole story. We worked with Lucasfilm.
You can link in
every
with them at
step of the
times.
way in crafting the
You don't
story,
need
and
it.
They were an invaluable partner in helping us create and craft this thing. They were really embracing us with open arms in terms of, hey, we want to focus on the underworld.
I'm not
We want to
surprised, they
focus
like
on
money.
An outlaw navigating through that
That's
space.
cool.
But
That quick
we're
draw is
sort
so
of there
cool.
to help guide and point out, like, hey, here's an opportunity you might not have looked at, or there's a character you might want to consider. So really, it was a partnership through and through.
I feel like this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest franchise of our lifetime. The themes, like everything, has just been a part of our
Probably is.
world.
Or it used to
And
be.
For me and for the world of Star Wars, I know that people are gonna love this game, not just for how amazing the gameplay is, but like the story itself. To see a young girl become a woman and become an outlaw.
What? Are you worried?
I like the melee seems to be like a one-hit
Energy,
knockout,
her
which
humor, her
isn't
wit,
necessarily
all of that
realistic,
really
but
has
it's very
kind of
Star
helped
Wars.
inform the character. She has a way of jumping between that matinee action, high stakes tone to shifting to really intimate, really personal performances that make you connect to Kay.
Getting to bring my own heart and then mix it in with that confidence and her toughness and her charm and wit, it's really fun. It makes her very endearing, even though she's a very tough person.
Develop a commentary on the
Dr.
Outlaws
Shara alive.
gameplay walkthrough.
Maybe.
And yeah, it kind of feels like she was always meant to be Kay.
She does have a bit of sass about her, which is cool.
I love bringing a character like this to life, and it's
There's-
an honor, honestly, to be a part of this world. It's definitely a dream come true, and I'm still doing it.
I just had a weird
so
thought. Does
literally,
this
like,
tie
about
into
to hop
Solo?
into a scene right now, so it's all just exciting. And I
Because
feel now I'm
that
really
was
locked
this
into the
vibe, this
character.
underworld,
Team is
the
amazing,
gangs, the
and I feel
cartels.
very supported, and I'm happy
Amelia
that they
Clark,
found
wasn't
me,
it?
'cause I feel
She
like I
was
meant to
running in
play
all this world. So were they going to put her in it?
Make sure to catch me alongside
Is she,
some developers
day
and
one
cast members
pre-ordered
at
DLC or
Comic-Con
something?
International this July in San Diego.
Oh, more at Comic-Con. Seems like a good place to show more of this off, doesn't it, Comic-Con? Yeah, I'm digging that. I'm really digging that.
Hello,
I'm glad
and
they're
welcome
focusing
to
on
the
this.
Star Wars Outlaws official gameplay walkthrough breakdown. I'm Chastity Vicencio with Ubisoft News, and I'm joined by narrative director Naveed Kavari, creative director Julian Garrity, and game director Matthias Carlson, who are going to give us more information about what we saw in the gameplay walkthrough.
And it looks so different to Starfield as well.
Here we go.
Obviously it is,
This
because it's Star
is our
Wars and not
first
a Bethesda
ever
game.
introduction
But even the
to
style of it,
Nyx.
how it functions, how the
Nyx
ships
is a
work,
Merkal,
or how the ship works,
rare and
the fact that you've got this
exotic creature
pet,
whose home
it
planet
feels
still
very
remains a
individual
mystery.
to what we've been seeing with all the
He's got
sci-fi
a
stuff
very
recently.
curious personality, as you can see here. He can be a bit stubborn, but he has an incredibly strong bond with Kay and always follows her lead. She's grown up
That
with
does
Nyx for
look a
most
little
of her
bit
life.
mocap-y.
He's not just a pet; he's family.
And here we have
Sorry,
Kay. First introduction to a brand new scoundrel
stop start animation.
in this galaxy.
My brain's gone, guys.
Kay
I'm
is a
really
young
sorry.
thief who's
If this is
found
just
herself on
drivel,
the moon of
I'm
Tashar,
really
which
sorry.
is a
I'm so
hive of
tired.
Underworld activity. She's picked up a high-risk job to steal a priceless, sort of mollusk-like object from a lieutenant of the Pike Syndicate. Once she's grabbed it, with the help of Nyx, she's going to turn it in and earn some much-needed credits.
It's got a bit of an Uncharted vibe to it as well.
Are one of the syndicates that we'll be tangling with in
There is
Star
a
Wars
hit of
Outlaws. And the Pikes
Nathan
here
Drake in
are
with her
borrowing
character.
without permission some vehicles from the Empire and the Rebels and different people and cutting them up.
Next. Hit that button.
Nyx is more than just a lovable and fierce companion. Nyx is a whole bag of tricks in and of himself. You saw him push that button from a distance. He can distract guards. He can attack on command. He can help you with puzzles. He can help you discover secrets as
That's
well.
cool.
He is very much conceived as a symbiotic part of the player's control over
That's
Kay
cool.
and Nix. So we're really
That makes you feel a bit
thinking
more
of them
individual.
together as a whole.
I was just leaving.
That's so cool.
So when we meet Kay in the beginning of the game, she knows her way around the blaster. It's not necessarily her first option or primary tool to solve a problem or a situation. However, as we progress through the game and its ever more dangerous situation, both Kay and the blaster itself will evolve and improve. And
That's
we'll
cool.
soon find it to be a central and very versatile tool for more than just...
So not only does she upgrade, but the blast upgrades with her. I like that. I love that kind of stuff in games. I'm guessing you can mod it.
It's very meaningful to her. This blaster has a lot of modules that you can discover, upgrade, and apply to the blaster that allow you to deal with situations in radically different ways.
So that's what that was. Okay, that's cool.
Hey, Nick!
So here I think we have a very good example of...
That's cool.
type
Very
of,
much like Jack in
role
Gears
Nix can
5.
play, even in something like a full-on firefight where that enemy that we took down dropped the gun that he was just about to shoot you with. Nix can, slink down and retrieve that weapon for you.
I'm not sure I
Sometimes
love how short that
solution is
was, but
just
then
to
if
get out of there.
if you're focused on just using the blaster, if the blaster is
ever
your primary
since
weapon,
we
you don't
kicked
go in
off
with
this
anything
project,
else.
In collaboration with Lucas,
I kinda get why they're restricting other
One of
weapons.
the things that they were passionate about, of course, is authenticity. One of the things we were passionate about is bringing something to the galaxy of Star Wars. And one of the biggest things was this moon, Toshara. And Toshara, we developed, working very closely with Lucasfilm, everything from its vegetation to the wildlife to
This
its
is
deep,
cool.
rich
This is really
culture,
cool. The collaboration
and
aspect
all
is
of
cool
the
as well.
activities that we can discover during this trailer, and even more.
One of the key pillars for both Kay the character and for the core gameplay in general in Star Wars Outlaws is what we call a resourceful underdog. Kay
I'm
is
trying to work out. So this looks like it's a power.
daring
And you push the triggers in and it
reflect
activates
that
this.
in gameplay, with you having access to a wide range of actions and abilities, ever growing, of course, as you play through the game, ranging from
That's cool.
stealth to full-on firefights. So as we saw here, shooting from...
I don't do stealth.
Driving your speeder full speed ahead under fire from enemies. We said if we can make the player think like, I can't believe I made it, when they just play through something, it's a
That's
success.
cool. I got that with Red Dead so many times.
Kay's reputation with the syndicates will play a big role in how she approaches her journey.
So you've got
whether it's the
multiple
Pikes,
different
Huts, or
reputation
others.
points.
We had a saying that in the underworld, you live and die by your reputation. As if a job she takes hurts a syndicate,
Makes sense.
those opportunities aren't available.
Very Firefly-esque,
So her choices play into
Niska.
how she experiences her journey.
There's Jonta's Hope.
This is Jonta's Hope. Jonta's Hope is one of the settlements that we have in the game. So this is a tiny outcrop, an oasis of civilization in these windswept plains. And it usually contains a drinking
looks
hole,
really cool.
a cantina. And these are hubs of activity too. So we very much enjoyed developing how it would
What she
look
got
and
on her.
feel
So
and
this
what
here
sort of vibe that
looks like the
cantina would
binoculars that we saw in the CGI
But
trailer.
this is just
Obviously the
one of
blaster.
many settlements
Some sort of
and
watch
cities
or
that Kay will
communicator.
discover across
Would it be a
the
watch?
galaxy. And that includes the capital of Miragana, a city on Toshara filled with corruption and underworld.
That's a lightsaber blade damage on his
ND5
chest.
is a BX commando built by the Separatists and battle-hardened during the Clone Wars. Nowadays, though, he serves as kind of an enforcer droid in the underworld. He's partnered with Kay as they attempt to pull off a big, high-risk job. It's the opportunity
Okay.
of a lifetime.
So he's a little bit sentient.
Who can out here? See you back at the ship.
So various jobs and favors for the different characters and factions you encounter. They play an important role in everything from learning new things, actually unlocking...
The more that they
equipment
say, the more they're
abilities,
just typing
to
this up for me.
managing your precious reputation in the underworld. which is the key to some of the most lucrative opportunities out there. Important note though, something that's
It's Firefly in Star Wars, isn't
the
it?
fantasy of the free scoundrel lifestyle is that you're never in servitude of anyone. You're making your own choices, carving your own path through this world, making a name for yourself.
Job was more complicated than you said, Dunka.
You lived.
Who she works for, whether it's with syndicates or otherwise, is crucial to creating a reputation.
So what
for
are
herself.
these?
And then how she approaches those syndicates through those choices is going to be key to gaining bigger and better rewards, whether it's for credits or priceless artifacts.
Wait.
So nothing in the underworld is black and white, and we wanted to reflect that in the choices she makes when taking on jobs. This is one example of many. Does she just hand over what was stolen, keep a cut for herself, lie about how the job went down or the intel she learned? It's really
That's
left
cool.
up to her.
In these scenes where we're going to give
By
a choice,
her, you mean the player.
and these choices, there is no wrong answer. There's just ways to weave your own story, ways to change, challenge, increase your reputation with
Replayability?
certain factions and syndicates, decrease it, gain an advantage or a different perspective on the story too. So we put a lot of effort in giving the player agency over their own trajectory.
That's cool. That's really cool.
So the game takes place in the original trilogy era. So the Empire is at the height of its power and reach.
Proper Star
So they're
Wars.
always looming there, somewhere in the background, ever watchful.
But as you can see here, we want to show a different side to the Empire and how it intersects with the underworld, and that means corruption. Particularly
That's
on
cool.
Tashara. Even though it's Imperial run, the local governors and officers lean into corruption and have worked out special arrangements with the syndicates that benefit them.
So this is the wanted system, and the wanted system is something that's
That is a little
gonna be
jarring.
ever present within the game. If you are caught or challenge the Empire, you're going to start to get wanted. And if you continue, you persist, and you do even more actions, that wanted level's just going to go up. At the highest levels, the Empire will throw a huge amount of resistance and forces
Wow.
in your way. So that's something that you can play around with, but you're best off trying to avoid as much as possible.
Very important
Can you
for us in
lower
this
it?
experience is that there will always be some way for you to de-escalate or escape.
Okay, that's
this
good.
is the Trailblazer. Now, if there's one dream that a lot of game developers have, it's to help design a spaceship for Star Wars. And this is our
Yeah, I
take on
bet.
that, the Trailblazer.
It's a cool looking ship. I do
Trailblazer
like
is
it.
an EML 850 light freighter from the Republic era, but to Kay, this is home. And if you're a scoundrel traveling throughout the galaxy, the first thing you need is a ship. And for Kay, there's none better than the Trailblazer.
Gotta keep
So
flying.
now we're in space. And, you know, one of the things that was very precious to us is having this seamless experience of going on foot to your speeder, to your spaceship, out of the atmosphere. And
That's
space.
cool.
And space
That's
is
cool.
a dangerous place. But it's a place full
And
of
something that
opportunities
Starfield
too.
doesn't do.
So we'll be using it for combat, both on an intimate dogfighting level, an epic level with bigger ships, but also for
Nice.
discovery, exploration, and special surprises.
I like that it was calibrating the hyperdrive, and then you dodge out the way of something that
It's
pops
important
in,
to hit those
and it halts the
classic,
calibration,
iconic
and then you got to
notes of
wait
Star
again.
Wars to
That's really
remind
cool.
Players of the era that they're playing in, and the fact that the galaxy is something that is
best
wide,
era.
diverse, but
Good.
iconic at the same time. One of
Just
the
music
things
to my
that,
ears, guys.
is important for us is that every planet that you will visit in this adventure has a distinct profile, not just
Yep, yep.
very bespoke story, but also wildlife, an ecosystem, and situations that really radically change from location to location. And space is just another part of that. So we're trying to develop distinct profiles for every single orbital region.
The facial animation here looks really good.
We
I
knew
don't know
from the
what was
start
going
when
on
we
in the
set out
first
thinking
bit.
about this game that we wanted to offer that full
But again,
seamless
this is
experience
gameplay,
of
but
sitting
it's
in a
early
cantina,
footage.
in a city on a planet surface, jumping on your own speeder, driving to your own ship, and as we just saw,
Love that.
seamlessly flying into space. is something that we are incredibly pleased and happy and excited
I love that as well.
to actually offer.
We really
I'm guessing
enjoyed
that was
making
Tatooine?
this, and we can't wait for you to experience a new Star Wars adventure.
I love everything I've seen. It's giving you every element of Star Wars distilled into a video game with its own unique story, own unique characters, mostly unique characters. Yeah, absolutely. I'm here for it. Looks amazing. Can't wait to see more.
We really want to bring an action platformer and to respect from the beginning.
This looks good. The gameplay looks so good.
Of course, this new entry could be super modern, super fresh. And I think this is the reunion of those two things. Our expertise in platforming games and our strong desire to be sure that this is a true Prince of
I'm just looking at the environments, the sets. They look so
combat
detailed.
system,
Obviously, you've got your
puzzle,
foreground, but then even in the
narration.
background.
So we knew that because of our experience on Rayman, that we can bring
I
such
love
kind
the
of experience
dodging.
in 2D. But the core experience
And the time
is
shifting and
the
the stuff that we saw in the earlier trailer was incredible.
Sargon is a brand new character in Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. He's the youngest of the Immortals. The Immortals are an elite warrior team.
So why have you made him look almost exactly like the prince?
Many battles together.
Let's go then.
We don't embody the prince. The prince is the one we have to rescue. That's one of the different surprises that you will encounter in
cool.
The Lost Crown. The Mount Kaf, which is the place where
pretty.
the adventure takes
the
place.
bird.
There's a curse. Time seems to be mixed up, doesn't follow anymore its natural flow. The story that one character will live will be different in terms of timeline than the story of his friend. So sometimes the consequences and the causes are mixed up.
How is that possible? They left not long before us.
The starting point was to
Interesting.
immerse ourselves in the Persian culture and legacy, which is so rich. When you learn, you have a strong emotion, you are amazed. You want to translate that feeling to the players.
The artwork is stunning.
The feeling of
The
exploring
concept art.
something new. And we get our inspiration from real places, like palace or temple, and even some natural landscape, like the Iranian forest, which is a real forest.
It was really fresh to have a forest in the franchise of Prince of Persia. I think it will surprise the players. And we have also living elements like platforms that ask you to shoot to activate it. We think that
That's very
for
Ori.
Prince of Persia it's very important
It's cool.
for demanding platforming. We have level designers are very expert of platforming because they worked on Rayman.
That's going to stress me out so
and
much.
we also try to have gameplay elements that are unique. So like the bells, you have to shoot to reveal platform. When you create this kind of gameplay element, we have
That's
a lot of
cool.
ideas. So you understand that you could do a navigation puzzle, you could do very tricky platforming, and even you could
That
use
arrow
it
combat,
in combat. If you have
and
enemies
using it
on
the way it does
you have to
is
shoot the
very
bell
Ori
and
in the
let
Blind Forest.
The enemy fall in the spikes, things like that. I think the strength of our game is that we have characters that is really easy to handle, so we can easily mix combat and platforming.
I like to compare
have to be so
everything
quick.
that is tied to platforming and combat to a music partition. I see a half and quarter and whole everywhere. And that was something that we
It's so
use a
cool. I
lot
just don't
for
get
the
why they're using
platforming
this
and combat.
music.
You know, the sense of rhythm. Freedom and creativity was the term that were defining
Please
the
don't
combat
let
system.
this be the music in the game.
Everything is tied to a Sargon personality. He's like
It just doesn't
inventing his
fit for
own
me. I've got no
movement.
problem with
So
the
it was really
music. It
important
just
to
doesn't
have the same
fit
approach
the vibe.
between the way he's moving and the way the player can execute their combos.
So back in the days, Sand of Time had pushed the boundary standards with a nice and smooth animation. So of course, for the Last Crown, we are aiming the highest animation quality as possible.
That's
and the
cool,
goal is
sliding
to
under
have
an
a
enemy.
really smooth, challenging and responsive gameplay. All the gameplay animation is based on keyframe. Keyframe animation is the way to animate without motion capture. You create everything actually. You just take the puppets, design the line of action, the nice shape of the character.
I suppose
and
it
bring
works.
to life. This allows us to masterize the timing and make it more cartoony.
Yeah.
If you ask for two actors
Gives
to,
it that
to
anime
grab
style.
one by the head and
Or
launch
animated
it,
style.
it's not just possible. So you can create everything with keyframe.
It's really important for us to make sure that this game is modern and respect players' cleverness and autonomy. To be sure that our players feel free to decide what is their next objective, because this is a genre where you are in isolation. This is a feel that you had in the first Prince of Persia.
So it's very important to always give
it is single
information
player,
to players.
even though you've got
Sometimes
other
it's obvious,
heroes.
like big gating and the big landmarks. Sometimes it's been more subtle. It lets the player discover the consistency of the world and how everything is connected.
What we have developed
keep
is
forgetting
a
we've
lot
got coffee.
of things. A
It's
new
probably too
lore,
late for now. Here's
new
decaf.
characters, a new combat system, a new art direction, a new narration. So it's something very important to say that this team has made a wonderful job on still working hard to bring a top quality game.
I really hope they do it, because this does look excellent. It looks really good. Really looking forward to seeing more of Prince of Persia.
Hello, I'm Jean-Luc Salah. I'm the art director of Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Hi there, I'm Stéphane Boudon,
And
creative
this does
director
get
on
better
Assassin's Creed
every
Mirage,
time I
and
see
today
it.
we are going to walk you through our most recent trailer.
Welcome to Baghdad. This is our first glimpse of this vibrant city. We are in the 9th century Middle
Baghdad
Ages.
looks beautiful.
And, as you can see, it's a dusty and
Don't know
sunny
much about
city as
Baghdad.
expected.
I don't know much
But
about the 9th,
it's also a
city, 9th
garden
century
city
in
with a
that
lot of
area of the
flowers
world.
and palm trees.
So Basim is heading back to the bureau. In the way, he stumbled on a specific target he has to kill, so he will take
what, they're
this
gonna mention
opportunity
the-
to make the assassination. But
The
he
really
will
weird
quickly get
cinematic
into
crap.
trouble.
Yeah, and as we can see, we can already distinguish our first regular enemies, which are the Caliphate Guard, the guys in red. You're going to meet a lot of them.
In the game, we encourage you to flee and to vanish. Basim is a
Good.
glass cannon character, and this scaffolding ingredient is really one of the ways players have to get out tight situation like that.
You're not going to talk about the...
This is a water city. It's unexpected. Many people think it's just dust and sand. We can see
Which is why
now
you've got the
corner
rafts.
swings, good old vibes from previous AC games. The first AC games, we are a love letter to the very first one.
It does feel that way.
And here is a carpet. If you don't blink, you can see there is an Assassin's Crest just here. Carpets are part of the world of Mirage. This specific carpet with the Assassin's Crest on it means you are very, very close to a secret entrance to an Assassin's Bureau.
They did that in...
Alhamdulillah.
Is it Odyssey?
Alhamdulillah.
So in this scene, Basim is coming back from his first
Where
assignment
it was like
for
just a
killing
symbol
one
in
of the
stone
main
or something.
target of the game.
It was cool.
Alhamdulillah, a first of many achievements to come, Basim.
Here we meet Abu Jafar. This is one of the historical characters we're going to meet in Assassin's Creed Mirage. He's a
cool.
genius. He's very important. He's going to provide you good tools.
There's still much work to do. While our focus
cool.
was on Al Ghul, Fulaf quietly scouted the city for where we could erect more bureaus.
I have found dwellings in 3 districts that are most unassuming. Abid and Rebecca have arrived from Alamut and set off to Al Abbasiyah and Karh. I will make my way to Sharqiya shortly.
And I will join Rebecca in Karh, where corruption is as common as the arid air.
So
See
you're
Abu
splitting up.
Jafar about some things he's been working on.
You're going to have different bases in
Then
different
come
parts
find
of the city, the area, the country.
Have a look, Basim. I may have something that is of interest to you.
Tools are very important for an assassin. They will help you to deal with complex situations.
I think we saw most of these in
inside
play.
the game. You will have the
Didn't see the
possibility
torch,
to unlock a new
torch.
tool each time you climb a rank by fulfilling your assignments. And each of your tools can be upgraded
That's
as
quite
well
cool.
through a skill tree where you will be able to choose the behavior of your tools to match your playstyle. For instance,
That's quite
you can
cool.
decide to make the projectile of your blow dart damage your enemies, put them to sleep, or turn them berserk.
Put them to sleep every time.
The contract board is where are gathered all the side faction assignments. Each of them has a specific contractor request also. You might recall from a past game.
So
and you can try to fulfill
the icons
them
are
to gain
different
more rewards.
Types of contract.
You can find materials for your tools and your gear, but you can find also a specific token that will help you to open new opportunities inside the mission of Basim.
Oh, okay, interesting.
The lighting,
so you'd be
and
forced
like
into
that
doing
was
them.
the first thing we set up with the artistic
like,
team.
it's,
we
of
wanted
course
to
you can
have
do
it
them.
right,
Side
and not
quests
to
to
use
keep
too
out of
much
this game.
filters, and have a kind of natural beauty of the lighting, which is really giving some gorgeous point of views on the city itself at every time of day. So here you can have a glimpse of that.
What do you see, Enkidu?
From a personal
This is cool.
perspective, I grew up in this place of the world, and it was really the first thing I want us to be good at was the lighting, to give me the feeling to be back here, and I think we achieved that.
That's cool.
So Eagle Vision is very
this generation,
iconic
the
in
lighting
Assassin's
looks
Creed,
so much
but
better
for
than the
us
last.
it was
Like, that's the
also
big.
a
Every
necessary
game that
tool
we've seen,
to
the
bring back
lighting is the
stealth,
thing that really stands out to me.
moment-to-moment gameplay. So you will more rely on your Eagle Vision when it's come to do infiltration, look out for guards, or check their
Because it's a
vision
stealth game
codes.
now.
And those vision codes are new to Assassin's Creed Mirage. Social stealth is back. You can use it organically, or you can bribe also merchants group to create a patrol blending opportunity to infiltrate specific
cool.
areas. When we crafted Mirage, we wanted to be able to change tools quickly to face any situation. That's why we created this wheel, very reactive, very immersive, and that will slow down time to let you react.
Didn't loot the chest though, that's going to bug me. Always loot the chest.
Here is the marksman above the tower, and it's why we cannot use Enkidu, so we will need to get rid of him.
Basim used a noisemaker to distract the first guard, but the noisemaker is very noisy and can attract multiple NPC in a given radius.
That's cool.
So Basim here quickly
cool.
reacts with one of his skill letting him the opportunity to use a knife to do a double assassination and avoid very efficiently to spread the alert.
So that's triggered when you make one assassination and get found out. Okay.
And to enjoy again the use of our Eagle Enkidu, and to enjoy also the view. We are actually above the Prince Palace, close to the Tigris River, and we are not just here to enjoy the scenery, but we have a target.
I quite like this bit where they've got the actual devs themselves talking you through what's going on after you've seen the footage. This is really cool, this bit.
And here it is.
Now, what are they going to say about this? It's the Splinter Cell mark and execute system.
Assassin Focus is a new ability for Basim that allows him to quickly chain assassination. It's really a showcase of Basim's incredible agility and mastery. But of course, it's not something you can use at will. Basim will need to perform stealth skills to fill up his Assassin Focus gauge to use this ability.
Yeah, that makes sense. Very Splinter Cell.
Here we can see Basim planning his assassination, but just before striking, he will land a trap.
I really hope that the cinematic isn't, or that cinematic vibe isn't too over the top. That's cool. So he parried, perfect parry, then there was an option to kick back or assassinate. Then obviously the option to kill as you move past that guy.
Here comes the ND red smoke bomb. I love the
like
color.
that.
That's my favorite tool.
Don't like that it pulls you away from your character moving. Pickpocket. You see all that there?
And
that's cool.
That's the end of our walkthrough. We hope you learned something new, and we cannot wait for you to play Assassin's Creed Mirage when it comes out in October 12th.
Minor concern, the cinematic stuff when you do use tools and things and trying to escape. Doing it for assassinations doesn't bother me too much because they should feel special. It's just the normal getaway stuff doesn't really excite me. Are we done? We're done. But Mirage is looking better and better the more that I see of it. It's really cool. Right, so yeah, I mean I've stopped writing on the list. But we have 4 games. So Avatar looks really good. I actually thought that looked very good. I want to see more of that. Probably do. Well, at least I want to watch it, hopefully in a 4K, if there is a 4K copy. Prince of Persia looks really good. I'm so impressed with the gameplay that we saw. That's the key thing. The music is terrible. The actual opening trailer that they played at the start of the showcase before they got into the actual talky bit and the gameplay, terrible. The gameplay itself and the art style is beautiful. I'm loving the look of the new characters. I'm loving what I'm hearing. I'm loving the idea of manipulating time to do all the Ori stuff. Like, Ori was an incredible game. I loved the first Ori, Blind Forest. Just incredible. And I don't like those kind of games because I'm really slow. I've got slow reactions. I can't, my brain doesn't plot 7 moves ahead. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I'm getting those vibes from Assassin's Creed, from Prince of Persia. So I'm really happy about that. And it's definitely something that I want to try. Assassin's Creed is, yeah, I'm sold. Star Wars. Wow. The game of their showcase tonight was Star Wars. Everything about it just looked incredible. Aside from a couple of queries on graphics and how things looked as you were moving through the start of the gameplay demo, I'm not really concerned about any of that because this game is at least a year away, probably more. I would expect October 2024 to give this an idea of in my head, I reckon this is a big Ubisoft October game. No Assassin's Creed next year. Here's Star Wars. You drop Star Wars whenever you want. It's going to sell. That's the great thing about Star Wars games. But everything about that game looked just exactly what I want. And it's fresh that it's not focused around existing characters and legacy characters. We'll probably see some of them in because it's Star Wars. But the galaxy felt like an actual bigger space, more of an open canvas for you to explore. I loved everything that I saw. Absolutely, just that game is now one of my most anticipated for next year. Really cool. Some really good stuff here. Some really terrible stuff here. That's what the Ubisoft Forward is for me. It's never going to be an A grade because they always have the mobile games thrown in and the Just Dance and the crap that I don't care about. But from what I wanted and what I was wanting to see, everything knocked it out of the park for me for the 4 games that I was looking forward to. So, really good showcase. What I'm probably going to do is cut some of this up and upload it as trailers, so if you've missed them, hopefully I'm going to leave the live stream up, depending on copyright claims and things, because there's going to be a few, let's be honest. They've used all kinds of music. And maybe even the video for the Netflix series and things like that. Really bugs me when they do that, and they don't need to do it. They could have used in-game music instead of using Block Party for the Division game, for the Division mobile game. Why are they using Block Party? Just no need. And there was other things. Obviously, Just Dance is different because you're dancing to the actual song. I'm glad that it was a one and done and it was finished at the start. That was okay. Hopefully this showcase will stay up. If not, I'll cut it up and we'll drop certain bits I'm excited about. Yeah, pretty good. This season, this last week of showcases has been fantastic. Some really cool things shown. I'm really pissed off that we got more Halo in this than the actual Xbox conference. That might be a separate video all on its own. Because it's really, really angering me now. What is going on with Halo? But, yeah, we're going to end on a good note, because tomorrow, 6 PM UK time, I believe it is. I'll throw up a schedule stream tomorrow. I've got stuff to do and I need to go to bed. But Yeah, 6 PM, the Xbox Extended Showcase. We're going to get another look at Avowed. I think Hellblade is going to be there. There's going to be some other stuff there as well. Really cool. Really looking forward to seeing that. Some of those games are looking incredibly good, and I can't wait to see more of a development commentary, what the developers are doing and what they're hoping their games to do. And maybe even more looks at gameplay and stuff. But yeah, thank you very much to everyone who's watching Dogmeat. It's always nice to see you in chat. If you do watch this back, thank you for dropping in. Everyone else who's watched it, anyone who watches it on VOD, thanks for being here. If you haven't subscribed, stick a subscribe on if you've enjoyed this. There's going to be loads of trailers and things, and we're going to do more of these shows as they happen. I always like covering these, even with the complaints about music or bad shows. I still enjoy covering them. I enjoy letting you guys know, and in the chat, a bit of interaction stuff. It's really cool. So thank you very much for being here. Hopefully, I'll see you all for tomorrow's Xbox Showcase. See you in the next one.